Hi everyone and welcome to a Theme Park Worldwide news update. Now it's been just over 2 years since we first heard about the Blackpool Central project from Blackpool Council, a huge new entertainment and leisure complex that's set to open in Blackpool in the near future. Now as it's been just over 2 years since it was first announced, and also the past few days, the fact we've had some more information about this project, I thought it would be the perfect time for me to sit down, share my thoughts on it, and also give you an update on how this project is progressing so far. So firstly, I just want to talk about the development and also the location in Blackpool, because you might be thinking, where's this going to be built? Of course, you know, the promenade's pretty full and all the main areas, so I'm going to cover all of that in this video and give you a bit of an update for those of you that haven't heard of this project so far. But yes, Blackpool Central is set to be a £300 million investment into Blackpool. It's going to be this big entertainment complex. There's going to be new hotels. There's going to be all sorts that are going to build up this fantastic complex, and I'll go through that shortly after I've shared some more of the news about the developments. But yes, with this being a £300 million investment, lots more jobs, lots more tourism coming into Blackpool, which is always fantastic. Now about the location of this, because like I say, you might be thinking, where's this going to go? Well, the promenade, as you know, is pretty full. However, just behind that, you've got the former Blackpool Central car park that years ago actually used to be the main train station for Blackpool. It then got turned into a car park. But yeah, you've got that area that's around a 17-acre site, and also the buildings around the edge there as well that are set to be demolished. One of the things that's happened already is the closure of that police station, and that's been moved somewhere else, all to make way for this development. Bear in mind, Blackpool Council are really heavily involved in this, along with bringing in a couple of other companies as well to work on it. But the council are really pushing for this, and it's no wonder why, with the amount of tourism and jobs that this is going to create for this project. Now, talking to the council, over the past few days, there's been a bit of new information from them, just saying basically that they're now in the process of acquiring the parts of the land that they haven't already got. Now, that includes some buildings on a couple of the nearby streets that they've got, of course, to acquire to be able to build this. So that is where they're at now. So it's good to hear that the development is still moving forward. Of course, with the current global pandemic, we were unsure really on what the future was going to be for this, but it's quite refreshing to move into 2021 and hear that this project is starting to move forward again, and there's been a lot going on behind the scenes. Like I say, they've already started to relocate some things from the site, which is certainly fantastic, and now we know that they're in the process of acquiring the rest of the land that they need to before submitting the planning application and starting to get this open. So yeah, it's certainly very exciting. Just wanted to share that bit of an update for you, just so you know that things are progressing as of 2021, which is great. But let's go through this development then. I mean, 2 years ago now, we had this very glossy video just here that you can see, and I'll put that in now for you, that was actually uploaded to the Blackpool Council YouTube channel. And this is only a short video, but it kind of gives you a bit of an idea on what they want to put on there. It's going to be built in various different phases. However, it is actually phase one that seems to be the most exciting, or especially for me being a theme park enthusiast, and probably the reason why you're watching this video, if you like theme parks, then this is why phase one is probably the most exciting part of this. But in this video, you can see a range of different offerings they want to bring to the Blackpool Central project. You can see there's going to be theme park style rides, there's going to be Zipwires, the restaurants, lots of new food options it seems, and along with that, new accommodation as well. So yeah, lots to talk about with this. Let's talk about phase one and exactly what is going to be built at the Blackpool Central project. So let's start off then by taking a look at the Flying Theatre. Now, they're actually still branding this as the UK's first flying theatre, even though we know that it's not going to be now, because Legoland Windsor are opening a flying theatre in a few months' time in 2021. That's Lego Mythica. That's their new area for this year. So that will be the first flying theatre in the UK. However, this does look like it's going to be fantastic, and the theme of this seems really interesting. It's going to be based on Chariot of the Gods, which is all these sort of mysteries to do with the pyramids, cave paintings, the Easter Island statues, and lots of other mysteries from around the world that are going to be put into this. So certainly seems like a very interesting theme, and it kind of sounds like that this isn't just going to be the theme for the Flying Theatre. That's going to kind of extend through the rest of this complex, or at least part of the complex as well, which is interesting. But yeah, certainly a Flying Theatre will work great here in Blackpool. I think it would be brilliant for them. There's nothing like that in the area. There's nothing like that in the UK at the moment, like I say, until Legoland open theirs. But I think it'd be great. Legoland's way down south. Blackpool's up north. They're far enough away from each other to still be very impressive, and a lot of people won't have been on something like that unless they've maybe been out to the Disney parks and rode Soaring or Volitarium at Europa Park. But yeah, it should certainly be a fantastic investment for them, especially with a different theme. Along with that, there's going to be like a virtual reality experience centre, lots of VR style walkthroughs, some very unique stuff actually from the looks of this. I'm not a big VR fan personally, but I know there's a lot of people out there that enjoy VR and gaming, so this would be a really good thing for them that they're planning to bring into this project. Along with that, there's going to be a Greatest Mysteries themed multimedia exhibition space that's going to be part of the Blackpool Central project. So that certainly looks interesting, as we can see here from some of the concept art for this. And this moves on to the bit that I'm the most excited about now. You might have seen in that little promotional video that was released some roller coasters. You can actually see Arthur from Europa Park, which is a Mack Rides powered suspended coaster. Brilliant family coaster. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that ride exactly is going to be built here, but it certainly shows the fact that there is going to be some indoor attractions here, some indoor rides, possibly a couple of coasters, if not a couple, maybe just one. However, it's certainly interesting how they've put that in there, because a ride like that, for example, if they went for it, could span through various different parts of this complex above, you know, because a lot of it's built up into the ceiling. So that could really work for this. Along with that, you can see what looks to be another type of coaster on there as well, and they've actually put in this photo just here as well of an existing indoor amusement park to kind of show what they want to put into here. So you know what that kind of reminds me of a little bit. Of course, it's very much got an Asian theme there. However, if you look at the likes of some of these big indoor attractions that we've got, such as Weston-super-Mare Pier, that's got a big indoor area with lots of rides. So looking at that, it kind of reminds me of that in a way. That's kind of what they're going to go for. However, hopefully we're going to see some coasters. I mean, you can see a small little coaster there. Fingers crossed we might see something a bit more impressive to draw people in, especially if they did go with something like a Mack coaster built up into the rooftops. That is literally what Arthur is throughout most of its layout, so that could be beautiful for this. I know we can't really look at this expecting that, but until we see the detailed plans, of course, but it seems like they want to go with something like that as part of the Adventureland Action Park, and also the Thrill and Gaming Zone that's all going to be installed in here. Lots of different Zipwire experiences, it seems, like a Zipwire style coaster going through the building. It seems they look quite fun. I did one of those at IAPA actually in Orlando a couple of years ago, so that'd be great for them in there. I think there is a couple actually already here in the UK, and I know they're quite popular. I've not done one in this country myself, but I'll have to try and get to one of those at some point in the future. This one sounds interesting, an alien themed diner, which looks to be a roller coaster restaurant, basically a food loop from Europa Park, roller coaster restaurants at Alton Towers, and that looks like it's going to be themed around aliens that's going to come in. So again, that should be a fantastic investment for them. Nothing else like that up in Blackpool, so it'd be a great entertainment space, and also of course a restaurant for them, and along with that as well, it kind of seems like it'll have a unique theme. Alton Towers has currently only got the only one of those here in the UK, so yeah, it could be great to see one up in Blackpool. Along with that, there's going to be like a food hall, so lots of different food and restaurants available, an event square, I imagine they can hold concerts and that sort of thing, probably on quite a small scale. It's not a huge area, and also a 150 bedroom hotel. That's all for phase one of this, and certainly the most exciting phase of it in my opinion. A lot is being built, and you can see this here in this map, kind of shows all the different stages, the different phases, and as you can see, a lot of it there at the top of that map seems to be phase one, which is the most exciting part, and the indoor theme park, you know, let's face it, that's what we're all the most interested in here on this channel anyway, for that, so it's certainly exciting. Let's just talk a little bit about the next phases for this, including phase two. Multiple apartments are going to be built into part of this complex somewhere, which is an interesting move. Along with that, more food and drinks outlets, an additional 250 bedroom hotel, so bigger than the first one. There's also big new parking options, a multi-storey car park that's going to be as part of the third phase as well for this. So yeah, there's lots to talk about, lots to get excited about for this. We don't know all the details so far, but like I say, things seem to be progressing well. well. So what's going to be happening next? So once, of course, they've acquired the land that they need to, then the planning application can go in and then the building can start. They're actually hoping to have phase 1 of this possibly open in 2024, so 3 years away. That's also when they're hoping to have the London resorts open for phase 1. So fingers crossed, you never know, if all goes to plan and some miracle happens, we might have 2 brand new theme park, entertainment-esque places open here in the UK, which could be fantastic 2024. I really hope so. It'd be great to get coverage for the channel and share the construction of both of them as well for you all. As always, I keep you updated. We're always in Blackpool anyway, not so much at the moment, but we will be as soon as we can do. But yeah, this is a really exciting development, Blackpool Central, and from the concept art, it looks to be a bit of Las Vegas coming to Blackpool, all the bright lights and a very modern building as well, which would certainly look great on there, certainly better than a car park in my opinion. Hopefully they'll be able to revitalise some of that part of the promenade as well. Having sea life and some of the arcades and also Madame Tussauds on the front, it would be kind of nice if they could revamp the entrances to those to kind of spin it round a little bit in a way, so the entrances could also be coming in from this complex. I don't know if that would be possible, but possibly a regeneration of them buildings on the front and have little passageways supporting some local businesses, some little stalls maybe set up inside leading into this complex from the promenade. That's kind of what I'm hoping for this. And like I say, the theme seems interesting. Chariot of the Gods as well, a very interesting theme what they can work for with this as well. So let's see what happens, but they're really hoping that the planning application is going to be submitted somewhere within 12 months. And then of course following on that construction, if it of course goes ahead, will be able to be built. However, I don't think there's going to be any issues with planning, do you? Especially with Blackpool Council being very heavily involved in this. I don't think they're going to have any issues with planning permission for some reason with this one, which is good. So let's hope that this gets built. As always, let me know your thoughts down below in the video comments on this subject. I'd be really interested to know. Like I say, phase 1 could be 2024. However, they're hoping overall this project to be fully complete after 9 years. So don't expect phase 2 and 3 to come all too often. However, phase 3 seems to be just a car park. So I think we can all wait for that. I think we'll have phase 1 and that'll do nicely for now. So let's see what happens, but let me know your thoughts. And as always, stick with us here at Theme Park Worldwide for all of the latest news. I'm Sean Sandbrook. Thank you very much for watching. And that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you soon.